Alright, what's going on YouTube? Oh my gosh, I feel like this is the first time I've talked all day. I kind of sound like a little raspy, just a little bit. But I wanted to film a video because the holidays specifically have been a little rougher this year. And, we always talk about the goodness and there's a lot of things to be grateful for. Then there's also a lot of things that people grieve over and they need support on, but they don't really know because this season is the season of giving. You're always giving and giving and giving your best, whether you're making food, giving love to your family, giving gifts. It's just like a giving season, and sometimes it makes people feel like they can't take a step back and slow down and think and reminisce over the years and the past with people that may not be here today, or family that you miss, or just certain habits and qualities of life that were in the past that we don't really ever get to slow down and think about because of all the craziness of the holidays. And I feel like we do a good job at suppressing a lot of things, and suppressing who we are and what we're feeling. So I want to just say, if anyone is grieving family right now, or maybe feeling a little heartbroken, please take some time to come and connect with your family. Show them that you guys are all going through this collectively, and make this a time to really hone in on connection, hone into just conjoining everyone's process in this, conjoining the experience, learning from each other, supporting each other, because it gets very easy to just shut down, lock down, kind of go into what me and my friend call hermit mode, to just kind of suppress everything that you're feeling and just say you just can handle it yourself, because it's supposed to be a time to rest, but we really don't do that. And if you're feeling very overwhelmed, or you're feeling like you don't have the means to just exist and be and do the things that you want to do in terms of your grieving, it's okay, because you're not alone, because nobody really knows what to do. Give yourself a little grace. We are literally doing all of this stuff for the first time. Literally. We don't know what we're doing. As old as we get, we are still doing this life for the first time. There's no amount of judgment that you should place on yourself in this moment in time as you're trying to figure things out, because at the end of the day, we're all just kids trying to learn. And eventually, eventually you go from having that love and support growing up and learning to just having to figure it out by yourself. And that's where we always get it wrong. We feel like the older we get, the more closed in we need to be, the more to us we need to be, just compacted in our own little space. But that's not what it's supposed to be like. We are supposed to always have that community. And I know sometimes it feels like you may not have anybody, that there's no one that you can call in times, in certain situations, or just how this life goes. But the only person who is setting that standard is yourself. You can change that narrative in your life. You can change that habit. So, yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I feel like I went in lots of different directions with this video, but it's okay. I hope that it touches somebody. And, don't just be together talking about random things. This holiday, really put intention to this time, because a lot of us are going through the same thing collectively, and it is the perfect time to just come and connect with our family on a different level. And it's really just the perfect opportunity to take advantage of that. If you feel like, this is how I feel personally, and every time I say if you feel like, it's probably because I'm feeling like, but I kind of feel like there's just a lot of distance. We are in a society where everyone is so distant that we aren't utilizing the community that we have around us as we are supposed to. And that must change, and that comes with just one person to make that change, to make those phone calls, to check in on people, even if it's not something that you normally do, because we get into this mindset where it's like, oh, well, they ain't reaching out to me, so I ain't gonna reach out to them. Like, no. If you're thinking about them, they're probably thinking about you too, because that's how energy works. So, but don't be toxic about it. Don't be toxic about it. Don't be utilizing that to go into old habits or, cycles and stuff that you're not supposed to be in anymore either. Like, don't get it twisted. But on a more like just checking in, how are you? Are you okay? Are you good? Do you need something? Because majority of the time, that person does need that. That little message that you sent could have made a really big difference, or the call or whatever could have made a really big difference in that person's experience. So, yes, that's all I have. But thanks again, YouTube, and I'll see you in the next one.